Hello, I see that there's already someone there. Hello, Whisper Ghost. Hope I'm pronouncing that right.
If you want to improve a skill you are terrible at, it's worth paying for a little training just to get you started.
I sure hope I'm not terrible at this. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do here for a bit, editing the voice lines again, like last time when I was streaming for Ulsha Musa Rapley of the Ashlanders in Morrowind. So if you're wondering, there will be no game footage to see, sadly, because I will not be integrating this into our game. At least not now.
If you want to improve a skill you are terrible at, it's worth paying for a little training just to get you started. If you want to improve a skill you are terrible at, it's worth paying for a little training just to get you started. Our tribe has a permanent settlement at a Xenop camp.
Oh, that's a bit quiet.
Our tribe has a permanent settlement at a Xenop camp. The village of Voss is to the northeast. Our tribe. This token of our tribe, Malipu Ataman's locket, is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. Let me think.
So in this, sorry, in case you think some of the lines feel kind of familiar, um, I'm not sure if anyone remembers all the lines from last time, but these are the retakes. So these are lines that have to be, for some reason or the other, re-recorded, and that's why some of the lines are the same as the ones that I showed last time.
is proof of is proof of is proof of
Oh yeah, sorry, it helps if I actually use the right effect chain and not put an equalizer on it.
is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. Is proof of Sulmatul's blessing.
Oh, there's a weird little noise here in the end of blessing, so I think I might edit a bit more on it. Hey, Smitin, or Smitin.
Tul's blessing. Tul's blessing is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. 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 Blessing.
Usually I do a spectral editing of that, but I can't show you that, so I try to do it in another way, so you can at least see what I'm doing. Nice throwback. The way it rains down elsewhere.
Blessing. 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 Blessing.
Helps to turn it on, yeah. Hello.
Blessing. Blessing. Blessing.
Okay, so I finally got rid of this. Sorry that took way too long.
Is proof of Sul. This token of our tribe, Malipu Ataman's locket, is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. Let me think. This token of our tribe, Malipu Ataman's locket, is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. Let me think. This token of our tribe, Mali.
Oh, that might be a bit much.
This token of our tribe, Malipu Ataman's locket, is proof of Sulmatul's blessing. Let me think. Sulmatul's blessing. Let me think.
Nice. Looks like an extra track of the soundtrack is going to manifest here.
That one had the look of a thief. Probably ran off. Molaf Aramorch!
It's nice to have these NPCs all react to the red mountain going off. I hope they don't have to do it a lot. Sounds unpleasant.
The walls still glow with strange lights, and terrible things walk and squeal in the passages. The walls still glow with strange lights, and terrible things walk and squeal in the passages. The Mages Guild is full of necromancers, and we don't like that one bit. If we see a vampire here in Morrowind, we put him on a stake and roast him.
Yeah, doing something to the breath here, which I did not intend to. Sounds.
If
Ah, yeah, that's the noise gate.
that one bit. If we see a vampire here in Morrowind, like that one bit. If we see a vampire here in Morrowind, Now that you have killed Dag of Ur and ended the blight, the skies over Red Mountain are clear and blue by day, and dark and filled with stars by night. Now that you have killed Dag of Ur and ended the blight, the skies over Red Mountain are clear and blue by day, and dark and filled with stars by night. Now that you have killed Dag of Ur and ended the blight, the skies over Red Mountain are clear and blue by day, and dark and filled with stars by night. Clear and blue by day, and dark and filled.
Yeah, he was. Can fiddle with that case sound here for a little bit more.
And dark and filled. And dark and filled with stars by night.
Yeah, finally.
Driving them from our land, and restoring the ancient faith and honor of the Dark Elven peoples, as taught us by the prophet Veloth. Driving them from our land, and restoring the ancient faith and honor of the Dark Elven. And restoring the ancient faith and honor of.
Hmm. Sounds more like Asian than ancient to me here.
And restoring the ancient faith.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Sorry, I'm clumsy here. Taking forever for that line.
Ghostgate is a great warrior's fort of the settled people. It blocks the only hole in the magic wall that keeps Dag of Ur and his evil trapped inside. I Ghostgate is a great warrior's fort of the settled people. It blocks the only hole in the magic wall that keeps Dag of Ur and his evil trapped inside.
That doesn't sound like a great job. More like something you get it as a post if you mess up.
I will hear your talk, Outlander. I will hear your talk, Outlander. I will hear your talk, Outlander. 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 Outlander.
Sounds like it's cut off after Outlander, or Outlander, but I don't yet know why.
Outlander. 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 Outlander.
Maybe just a clip in that. Better now.
The camp itself lies northwest of Mount Asarnibibi in the wastelands of Molakamur.
Oh yeah, good point. So if anyone wants to help out, even if you want to do audio stuff, but you don't feel confident to do the exact work that I'm doing here, you can also apply as a file cutter. Then you don't, just need to sort and cut the audio takes here. Or if you're more into sound design, um that's also another job to do sound design for sound effects, magic, or um bone armor removing and stuff like that. Or if you want to do something completely else, a lot of other positions there. I think we have level designers on stream from time to time as well. So that'd be something completely different.
The camp itself lies northwest of Mount Asarnibibi in the wastelands of Molakamur.
Oh, I missed that. It's a bit too loud, actually.
The camp itself lies northwest of Mount Asarnibibi in the wastelands of Molakamur.
Great name for a mountain, by the way.
Asar Die roedur bacher zo ile et flurdil lacom duchnacam cubem enchi as I jaguar. Al nef as ask am osochn molhakam as dualish.
So what did the Gwar mess up this time? I can't understand it.
Die roedur bacher zo ile et flurdil lacom duchnacam cubem enchi as I jaguar. Al nef as ask am osochn molhakam as dualish. Al I jaguar. Al nef as jaguar. Al nef as ask am osochn molhakam as dualish.
Okay, I'm fiddling here a bit, but I want to keep in the breath in between the lines because that sounds rather natural to me. But not the lip movement and smacks and stuff because that would be more irritating if you're listening to someone who is supposedly a few feet away from you or meters.
Dagov Ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin called ash vampires and by legions of deformed monsters.
Sounds pretty metal.
Dagov Ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin called ash vampires and by legions of deformed monsters. Served mountain, served mountain, served by his kin called served by his The cave rat is a subterranean variety of the hardy, abundant hunter-scavenger. Rat meat is tough and greasy, with an unpleasant odor and taste. The
That could be a Brit writer, I guess.
cave rat. The cave rat. The cave rat is a subterranean called ash vampires. If a rat is a subterranean variety of the cave rat is a subterranean variety of the hardy, abundant hunter-scavenger. Rat meat is tough and greasy, with an unpleasant odor and taste.
It's been a while that I fought rats in Morrowind. I don't remember if they were divided into cave rats and, other giant ones. Maybe it only makes a difference in taste.
The cave rat is a subterranean variety of the hardy, abundant hunter-scavenger. Rat meat is tough and greasy, with an unpleasant odor and taste. The cave rat is a subterranean variety of the hardy, abundant hunter-scavenger. Rat meat is tough and greasy, with an unpleasant odor and taste.
Or is that a rat wrench if you keep them somewhere?
I heard him mumbling something about the Dag of Ur a few days ago. I heard him mumbling something about the Dag of Ur a few days ago. I hope this had nothing to do with it. What a tragedy. The temple. The temple holds Dag of Ur and his hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. The temple holds Dag of Ur and his hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. The temple holds Dag of Ur and his hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind.
The Dunmer. You prepared with a preferred with a short U, like Dunmer.
The temple and House Rederan has called for volunteers to come help protect Margan from monster attacks. The temple and House Rederan has called for volunteers to come help protect Margan from monster attacks. The temple and House Rederan has called House Redaran has called for
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I think the Ashlanders are pronouncing it differently than the settled Dunmer. But actually, now that I think of it, I'm not entirely sure if that was the case for Ashlanders versus settled Dunmers. Um, damn it! I asked that recently to the writing team who came up with all the accents and such.
The settled people created this barrier to keep the devil Dag of Ur and his beasts and servants trapped in Red Mountain.
What is Trustiel? Do I have to know that one? Oh, apparently, yeah. Sorry, I'm not great with Reddit. That sounds like, I don't know, fun experience to do Elder Scrolls lore shit posts.
The settled people created this barrier to keep the devil Dag of Ur and his beasts and servants trapped in Red Mountain. The settled people created this barrier to keep the devil Dag of Ur and his beasts and servants trapped in Red Mountain.
Okay, I have to check it out.
Have you noticed, for all its proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legion does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists?
I think this is a general line and not something that the Ashlander would say. There's some of these mixed in here, so that you get um like settled Dunmer lines, I think. Which makes sense. I mean, there are only so many voice actors and actresses that we have, and there's so many NPCs that need a voice. Um, well, it depends, I would say. In this case, Ultra Miserably is an NPC that is active in the main quest, so she's important and all. So I will go over each and every line of her, and as you can see, also multiple times. Just yeah, because it's probably everyone who plays through the game will sooner or later talk to her, at least for a bit, until they, I don't know, go and kill her to ruin the main quest. Well, that's fine. There are other cards, so like collections of lines for NPCs, for minor NPCs in that case, that we will probably only do as batch processing. So we would check out some of the lines and do the settings, and then just use these settings to go over all of them, so that we can be done in time and not delay the whole project just because we'll still be doing each and every line of every NPC ever in detail until, I don't know, what year that would be. So, yeah, for the sake of speed, we won't do this process here with every NPC. Well, we will mark the tickets that we would, or the cards that we would do that way appropriately. So if we notice that we're, for some reason, still not in release status, and all the voice over editors and mixers are out of work, then we can still go and revisit all of that. But it's also nice to be done with it and release it, you know? So just to be sure, we will do some of the NPCs, or the minor NPCs, in this batch processing mode, and well, yeah, keep the option open to do this detailed work here. Hey, hello. Yeah, exactly. So the quest NPCs should really have all the voice, yeah, be all voiced, of course, and others are, well, less super important to have in this detail. But you know, I'm here editing stuff that other people recorded. I'm not doing this like one day after someone recorded it, mostly. So it would be quite a waste if someone had recorded, I don't know, a few hundred lines for us for this project, and then we'd not edit it at all and not put it in the game right away. So that would be really, really quite a waste, and yeah, not really respectful to their work either. So we have to ship it in some way, right? And I suppose, you know, if we do a release and people notice that something sounds off or doesn't work, we can still get back and fix it. But it's well, it's not really how I would approach these things. I know that that other people, not in this project, but in other games, people would approach voice lines like that. So just to be super duper quick, they'd, I don't know, listen to it once max, and then just put it in the game, and then say, well, if it's off, someone will catch it, and then we'll fix it, but not waste all of our time trying to find every lip smack or something here in the voice. The audio workstation here is Logic Pro. Yeah, like a Mac only audio workstation. I'm not sure if that's the best audio workstation to go for voice work or for game audio especially, but I started in this project, so this card here with all the lines, so I will finish it in it as well. And also I'm yeah, it's one of the audio workstations that I'm most comfortable with. Hey, thank you, Oscar. Yeah, I should maybe get back to work and not spend all the day talking here.
Dagoff Dag of Ur is the evil immortal enemy of the Tribunal Temple cult. Dag of Ur is the evil immortal enemy of the Tribunal Temple cult.
Still a bit clicky here.
Dag of Ur is the evil immortal enemy of the Tribunal Temple cult.
I mean, of course I have to. Otherwise, there's no point of doing the stream, right?
Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own factions usually like you best. You best. Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own factions usually like you best. Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own factions usually like you best.
Oh yeah. Hello, Lacuna. Now I have to pay attention, damn it. Da-dum. No, I'm happy to have you here, Lacuna.
That is where they found two hunters dead, their flesh white and bloated by the corpus. That is not a place where a wise man would go. That is
Oh, by the way, now that you're here, I had one, here. So this is for Lacuna, which is one of the retakes.
driving them from our land and restoring the ancient faith and honor of the Dark Elven peoples.
And I was wondering if that pronunciation of ancient with a very silent N is actually how it's supposed to be, or if that is a retake that will be replaced as well in the future. Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
Driving them from our land and restoring the ancient faith and honor of the Dark Elven peoples. That is where they found. That is where they found two hunters dead, their flesh white and bloated by the corpus. That is not a place where a wise man would go.
Yeah, we could do that. Let me check. This was in this one. So Nerevarine DB3E3. I think it's not in the new retakes. Right. Yeah, and she was super quick with the last retake. I didn't show that on stream, but last time there was one, I think one question for, or one request for pickup, so late fix, and I think she did that on the same day or something. I already put that in. Well, that's really amazing.
Najbachri el muhriar eshtik yuri eri oas humorek askil min. Najbachri el muhriar eshtik yuri eri oas humorek askil min. You mentioned the needle in the Valley of the Wind. I recall at the top of that tall spire is not white, but much lighter than other rocks nearby. And I and I the wind. I the wind. The wind. The wind. I, the Valley of the Wind. I recall you mentioned the needle in the Valley of the Wind. I recall at the top of that tall spire is not white, but much lighter than other rocks nearby. With an outfit like that, you must be doing very well for yourself. Can I help you?
Wonder what kind of outfit you have to wear to impress an Ashlander.
Os Bahr tuslak ist asuchn harik ot mal schore mal sint Bahr. Os Bahr tuslak ist asuchn harik ot mal schore mal sint Bahr. The Kwama warrior defends the Kwama colony's tunnels and chambers. Warriors are aggressive and dangerous. Chambers. Warriors are aggressive and dangerous. The Kwama warrior
Okay, I hope I'm back. Just thought the stream dropped out for a bit. I actually got to pick my cards. I usually at first I looked for cards that were important and in high priority in terms of time, like ones for the videos we do, for the little demos if we do a show one quest or something. I have no idea what made me pick this one. And in hindsight, I might have picked, I don't know, 10 other ones. It was just that it was one of the more important quest NPCs, so I thought someone should do it, and it was free, but it's pretty huge. But I definitely take another Ashlander after this, unless there's something more pressing to do. Then I do that first. Or if there are more lines by Greedo to mix, maybe I just take that one. So I'm already used to the voice, and more importantly, I think I have all the effect chain for her recording setup done. So I could probably start right away. I should check sometime how many what kind of tickets are still open for editing, but given that I still have quite a bit to do here, I didn't check for more work.
Ashstorm, stay sheltered! Ashstorm, stay sheltered! I can't take anymore. I can't take anymore. I can't take anymore. Kwama foragers range far from their homes, deep into the ashlands as far as the ghost fence. Kwama foragers range far from their homes, deep into the ashlands as far as the ghost fence. Kwama foragers range far from their homes, deep into the ashlands as far as the ghost fence.
I know I'm a bit picky here with all the lines, but I maybe I'm also more sensitive to it, but I noticed that in other games that when all the steps that I'm doing here, especially like leveling and looking for mouth clicks and sibilants and stuff, isn't done all the time, it kind of irritates me. And I noticed that in smaller games as well as AAA games, when sometimes one line stands out, and it's especially bad if it's one line that gets repeated more often. I don't know, maybe as a reaction to something that you do a lot, and then I can't unhear it, and every time I'm like, ah, no, why didn't they pay more attention to this line? So I'm trying to avoid that here, of course.
Sulmatul Fredachar osuchny sud kivri luchny jak lat.
But was that just bad voice acting, or was it something technical? Because I know I played Far Cry 2 at some point, but I don't remember any voice actors from there. Or, well, any voice acting.
Bidi im rowan, bagrioli! Bidi im rowan, bagrioli!
So this one sounds like a kind of desperate, so I'd make it a bit louder than usual, but I think not as that loud.
Bidi im rowan, bagrioli! Bidi im rowan, bagrioli!
Yeah, maybe like that.
The The devil Dagoff sends bad dreams in the red dust. People don't sleep, go mad. Blight storms come and soul sicknesses come, all together. The devil Dagoff sends bad dreams in the red dust. People don't sleep, go mad. Blight storms come and soul sicknesses come, all together. But no one will sleep. But no one will sleep well until you have gone to Red Mountain and destroyed Dagoth Ur and the sixth house. But no
Okay, that doesn't sound very appealing. Yeah, on that one. I mean, who knows for how long the voice actor has been in the recording booth at that point. If I remember correctly, there was something in Red Dead Redemption, I think the second one, where some of the voice actors, well, I don't want to say complained, but they publicly said, or talked about how many hours a day they would be there and doing retakes after retakes after retakes. So, apart from the voice at some point giving up, that must be mentally really, really exhausting.
The dev the the devil Dagoth Ur is dead, and all his kin, and the blight has gone too, and the skies are blue over Red Mountain. Kin, and the blight dead, and all his kin, and the blight has gone kin, and all his kin, and the blight all his kin, and the blight has gone too, and the
Far Cry 2 was the one that Crytek didn't do themselves, right? So the first Ubisoft one? Yeah. Yeah, and Far Cry 1 looked like something completely different than the later Far Cry's. It was kind of wild. I'm not even sure why Ubisoft even bought that franchise.
by secret rituals, the Mabrigash steals a man's vital essence and makes herself a powerful sorcerer and warrior. By secret rituals, the Mabrigash steals a man's vital essence and makes herself a powerful dust. People don't have gone to Redmond too, and the skies are Mabrigash steals.
Skipping through a bit here because I thought it might be a bit muffled. Why? What was so bad about this line?
Steals a man's vital essence and makes herself a powerful sorcerer and warrior. By secret rituals, the Mabrigash steals a man's vital essence and makes herself a powerful sorcerer and warrior.
I can see that happening. There's not really much of a break in there.
The kłamał
Which character did you do that line for, Lacuna?
The Kwama worker digs the colony's tunnels and chambers. The Kwama the The Kwama worker digs the colony's tunnels and chambers and tends the queen and the eggs. Workers are unaggressive, but not completely helpless. And tends the queen and the eggs. Workers wo- and the eggs. Workers are unaggressive. The colony's tunnels and chambers and tends the queen and the eggs. And tends the queen and the eggs. And tends the queen and the eggs. Workers
Ah, you did a number as well. Cool. I must admit, I don't have a good overview about who did what. So like who did act for which role. Only sometimes in the bigger team meetings that we do, I realize that someone has definitely had a few lines as a Dunmer, or someone would be a Nord. But oh yeah, and the platypuses as well, right? Wait, we have a talking mudcrab in that game, don't we? Do we already have a voice actor for that?
The hand that struck down the devil.
Awesome. That must be such a fun one. Oh, I might listen into that at some point. Sorry for the Morrowind spoilers, obviously.
The hand that struck down the devil. Hero of Red Mountain. An outlander. And Nerevarine. The hand that struck down the devil. Hero of the hand devil. Devil. Hero the devil. Hero of the devil. Hero of Red Mountain. An outlander. And Nerevarine. And and Nerevarine. Nerevarine. Varine. Varine.
Oh, hello. Yeah, well, maybe keep your eyes open until you get to the mud crab. It is, I think it is pretty funny. Also, I have no idea how I managed to find it. Ooh. Um, I think not actually. If I remember correctly, then the talking mud crab is somewhere near Vivek, but I might be remembering that completely wrong. Why not? Couldn't you answer all the hard questions you get?
Do you have a question for me? Do you have a question for me? The great fathers of our great fathers were kin of the Altmer. But the prophet Velof led us out of the west and brought us here, so our rights and customs could remain pure. The great fathers of our great fathers were kin of the Altmer. But the prophet Velof led us out of the west and brought us here, so our rights and customs could remain pure.
Yeah, okay. I know that pain. I think when I tried Morrowind for the first time, I was totally blown away by these many options, and I think I settled on what's called a spell sword. And also, if I remember correctly, that didn't go well.
Pahrzu il edur Juli la cor aser roja. Pahrzu il edur Juli la cor aser roja am ot molhegan muhrikam balmarik. Gan muhrikam balmarik. Ot molhegan muhrikam. Ot molhegan muhrikam. Muhrikan muhrikam balmarik.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot of potential for min-maxing. I get that. I mean, I appreciate that there's a short description of all the pre-built classes, but still, even with those, I was about to take the personality quiz instead and then just take whatever it would throw at me. Because back then I wasn't really prepared on how, yeah, well, uh, engaging the magic system in Morrowind was. That you can build your own spells and all that. That was a bit much tinkering for me.
Ku ilm en eas ulora. Ku ilm en eas ulorak eas edur vochnish?
Oh yeah, like the alchemy system. I think it's a bit too, well, too open and free to be really balanced. I mean, that's fine. If you really want to, I think you can alchemy your way into the Red Mountain by just drinking a lot of what's called strengthen athletics potions and then just jump there. There are some really wild combinations. But it's fine. I mean, it's as long as nobody forces you to do it. For example, if other enemies would be so strong that you would really need to put work into getting these builds, then I think it's fine. I mean, you can do funny stuff with it, but it's totally fine if you just want to play a warrior or something. Ah, they do. Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
It is It is a great honor, and we give you thanks for the great gift you have given us. Do not offend against these rules of hospitality, or you will no longer be our friend.
No way, they do. Great, I love that one. I didn't play the Dragonborn DLC though, I think.
Do not offend against these rules of hospitality, or you will no longer be our friend. Hospitality of hospitality, or you hospitality, or you will no longer be our friend. Do not
Oh, cool.
Adur Malshak, Ochn Finrek Makhetos Lakor od Baldraf Vukim. Adur Malshak, Ochne finrek makhetos lakor od baldraf vukim. Now that the devil Dagoth is dead, there should be an end to the dark dreams.
Sorry, got a phone call all of a sudden.
Since you slew Dagoth Ur on Red Mountain, the blight is gone. But many creatures affected by the blight have survived, and are still a problem.
Gladly I had the microphone off.
Since you slew Dagoth Ur on Red Mountain, the blight is gone. But many creatures affected by the blight.
Oh, you can absolutely use Reaper. But I don't know what you mean of other mods. Like you can use Reaper for the VA mixing of this mod. So when other mod projects are roughly the same and they just want the assets, then I don't know, there's nothing stopping you. Yeah, you don't. Well, I don't see why Reaper would be out of the question. I mean, we do use it, so it should be really fine.
Since you slew Dagoth Ur on Red Mountain, the blight is gone. But many creatures affected by the blight have survived, and are still a problem.
I think some of the file cutters use Audacity, but for mixing, well, I mean, I personally wouldn't wish it on anyone because that sounds or seems like it would be rather work intensive, but I suppose you could even use Audacity if your results are fine. But maybe it's not advisable. Can you put in like external plugins into Audacity? I never tried. Yeah, then I mean, then you could technically do it in Audacity as well. If you should be able to batch export. And I really hope that Audacity can do that. Otherwise, I feel sorry for all the file cutters. But yeah, from the top of my head, I don't think that Audacity is out of the question. So I hope I don't contradict any VA mix leads. It said no Audacity for any of you.
A diseased
All right. I mean, for spectral editing, it might probably make sense to like for the RX11 audio editor itself to use it as a standalone app side by side. But for all the other stuff, I guess that having it directly in your editor is nice as well. I wonder if you can do other things just in the RX editor, but it might be taking it a bit far.
A diseased Kwama mine is a great hardship for the whole mining community. Blighted eggs are inedible, and miners catch blight diseases. A diseased Kwama mine is a great hardship for the whole mining community. Blighted eggs are inedible, and miners catch blight diseases. Community. Blighted eggs are blighted. Blight. Blight.
Oh, I thought you'd um, cut the files itself as well.
Community. Blighted eggs are inedible, and miners catch blight diseases. But a disease. By tradition, Ashlanders claim the right to raid other Ashlander tribes and non-Ashlander settlements for booty and slaves. Tribes and non-Ashlander settlements for for settlements for booty and slaves.
Yeah, Reaper sounds like a good choice. Especially in game audio where it is used in a lot of projects anyway. Ah, okay. Yeah, I remember some of the cut audio that didn't have the silence at the start at the end. But in that case, you could do the file cutting in the RX audio editor as well, I think, because you can put the markers there as well.
By tradition, Ashlanders claim the right to raid other Ashlander tribes and non-Ashlander settlements for booty and slaves. Os erufikar ist guar, tost haldruch na adur balgiv.
That Guar is acting up again. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it is free and very widely available, so it makes sense to have something like this for everyone who comes to do the job. Yeah, I'm not sure if people would feel that strongly about not using Audacity in any way. Maybe people who are, using Tenacity because of the change of stewardship in Audacity. But I suppose that wouldn't be a big problem since it's the same code base. But here for editing, we have a few guides how we would approach it. But since it is different from voice actor to voice actor, there is not a set effect chain that everyone has to use or something. But in the end, well, the files have to sound good and have the correct naming. And that's, for example, something that I think Reaper would be even better. Would something that would be better in Reaper than what I'm doing here, because to keep the name, I actually have to copy it every time I export the file. So that's what I'm doing here, by the way. So this is the marker name here, and if I would go and then copy this into a new file and put the name here, then logic would be clever and count up, because the one with a line 1 already exists, so it would be on line 2 to count up, but that would totally throw off everything of the sorting and implementing that we do later. So every time I'd have to rename it manually here. So the file behind it is called whatever, but the region is have the correct name. And later, if I batch export everything, I just say call it name the file like the region here, and then it'll all work out. It's a bit clumsy. I tried to make a macro out of it yesterday, and it didn't work. I don't know where the error lies. So that's why I do this little dance here every time and put the right name on here, because otherwise I'd have to do it like region by region when I would export it later, and I don't want to do that. Hey Slacks.
Os erufikar ist guar, tost haldruchn adurbal gif. We are the Dunmer, the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people who followed the prophet Veloth out of the southwest generation upon generation ago, settling here in Morrowind.
Yeah, great.
We are the Dunmer, the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people who follow. We are the Dunmer, the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people who followed the prophet Veloth out of the southwest generation upon generation ago, settling here in Morrowind.
One more time.
We are the Dunmer, the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people who followed the prophet Veloth out of the southwest generation upon generation ago, settling here in Morrowind.
Okay, Jasper, you're the first one that I met that says they use Reaper because they are not tech savvy.
We are the You are a notorious outlaw among your people. That means nothing to us. We know killing very well, but you walk a thin line with us, Outlander, so walk very carefully.
Oh, there was. Um, this one, you mean?
We are the Dunmer, the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people who followed the prophet Veloth out of the southwest generation upon generation ago, settling here in Morrowind.
Huh. I think I missed this. Sorry, I'm kind of deaf right now. What do you mean? Ah, no, that was that you were at the start again, maybe? That might have just been me. Um, I accidentally started the sound again, and I had the mic still open, so I think that sounded really dumb. Hey, but thanks for keeping your ears open as well.
You are a notorious outlaw among your people. That means nothing to us. We know killing very well, but you walk a thin line with us, Outlander, so walk very carefully. You
I mean, I could just edit on headphones instead on speakers here to save me myself a bit from the embarrassment, but as you can hear, I don't. Hmm. Is your coffee better or worse now?
So, you have talked with Sul Matul, and now you are a friend of our clan. Will wonders never cease? So, you have talked with Sul Matul, and now you are a friend of our clan. Will wonders never cease?
Oh, sorry about your coffee then.
I heard that Dag of Ur caused the bad dreams, but you have killed Dag of Ur, so the dreams should go away. Yes? So the Ur, so the of Ur, so the dreams should go away. Yes? I heard that Dag of Ur caused the bad dreams, but you have killed Dag of Ur, so the dreams should go away. Yes? I heard that Dag of Ur caused the bad dreams, but you have killed Dag of Ur, so the dreams should go away. Yes?
Alright. I think I'll do maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 more lines here. And then I will, well, take a break from work for a bit. And yeah, I don't know, cook myself something and stream a later day maybe. If I zoom out here, there's still a lot to do, and this is just the first retakes. But well, yeah, at least I got more than a half of it here, even though I'm talking in between all the time. So there's still hope for me at this ticket. There are a few more batches of retakes that I have to do. I think 2 more, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but they're not that much. Oh, that sounds unhealthy. Yeah, it was. It's weird because that is something in yeah in other games when people are coughing or something like that, it often doesn't sound really convincing because some completely healthy and fit person got there and they're just told, yeah, just cough a few times, and of course they don't sound that close to being sick or dying or whatever.
Thank you, Outlander. You have made a safe place for the Achemusa. Are you truly the Nerevarine? This will surely be a tale I tell to our children. This will surely be a This will surely This will surely be a tale I tell to our children. Os it hoc el edurcis huhi. Os it hoc el edurcis huhi. I can leave. I can see where this is going. Perhaps you should leave.
Aww. So many failed flirt attempts here.
Temple warriors claim she was captured and imprisoned. No one really knows what happened to her. Temple warriors claim she was captured and imprisoned. No one really knows what happened to her. Temple warriors claim she was captured and imprisoned. No one really knows what happened to her. Mine's playing tricks on me. Mine's playing tricks on me.
Must have been the wind. All right. Good. I think I will save me some work for later. It's not that much, is it? Yeah. Not even 50 more takes here for this badge. So thank you all for watching and listening through it with me. And I hope I will catch you at another time in another stream. I think you already saw the link to volunteer work if you want to take part in the project in whatever your role you feel comfortable with. And if you have any questions about it that you come up with while not watching the stream, just check out the public chat on our Discord, and maybe you will reach people that are not me. People who are more qualified for other to answer questions about other parts of the project. And I hope to see you and chat to you at another time, another stream. Have a good day.